Hey there, viewers, and welcome back to the Self-Made Auto channel. So we're back on the Buick. Actually, I haven't really left anywhere, just finished the brakes. I told you guys to click through to this video. Apparently some of you did. We've got our new modules here from Chevrolet. I think those are the part numbers there for you. These are genuine Chevrolet, America. Apple pie baseball, and made in China. Imagine that. Here they are. Here's what they look like. Well, this is what they look like when they're not, you know, broke. So I'm just going to slip it up on in there. It's not too difficult to do. Make sure you get her going the right direction. This one here, the connector faces up. We'll just slip it in the hole. Nothing really holds it in. There's a little plastic tab on the front of it. Really isn't worth the beans. Don't give her the classic reach around here to get it plugged in. I don't know, you can probably see the back of my head. You can't see anything, can you? I can't see anything. I guess I better get a flashlight. There she is. And click, and click. So that's it. There's a red lock on the connector. You plug it in, you click it in. Now it's time to pay the piper. What's up, Mrs. O?
For real.
Yeah, for real. I see you got your apron on.
Yep.
Does that mean you're doing some cooking?
Mm-hmm.
What are you cooking?
Cookies.
What kind of cookies?
Chocolate chip.
You're such a good woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I married you.
Trinity's helping.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, love you.
Mm-hmm.
We better go check out the cookie scene. Hey, girl.
Hey.
What you cooking?
Cookies.
Looks like you're just playing.
No.
No? Stirring up the stuff.
No, it's technical. Ooh.
Hi, Mr. Weston. Yeah, it looks like you've been eating some cookies too. Alright, what's the ETA on the cookies?
Oh, let's see. How long do they cook for?
20 minutes, we'll call
That
it.
can't be right. Yeah, sure.
20 minutes.
Probably.
We'll see you in 20.
Okay.
Bye, girl.
Bye.
I'm going to throw a little power supply on this thing. Now these modules usually program pretty fast. We're just going to use this little power supply here. Now these are not, I repeat, not made for programming, so don't use them for programming. I think it even says right on it. They're about 20 amp power supply. You cannot select the voltage. I think they end up about 14 something, 14.2 volts somewhere in there. They are a clean power supply. I've checked them with my scope. Now this battery is at 70% state of charge. Currently 83% state of charge. We'll put it in power supply mode. We'll kick it on. It'll be good enough for what we need to do. Some vehicles, when you program them, are very specific as to what voltage they need to be at. Particularly Chryslers, they have a range, I don't know, 13.2 to 13.6. So you wouldn't be able to use something like this, or you shouldn't. We shouldn't be using it in this application either, but we are. One of my favorite little battery chargers right here. I think Solar makes them. This is made by Mac Tools. I'll put a link. I've seen these on Amazon. Thing works fantastic. Got a couple of them. We use them around the shop all the time because every car that comes in, the battery's junk. And when we're doing diags or anything really, leave the key on. I just throw these babies on. They're small, they're light, fit in your pocket. Not really. Now inside the car, to program it for our interface device, we're going to be using the GM GDS2 MDI. Yeah, we're going to be using the MDI, I guess it is. And we'll log in. I'll take you through the whole process. GMs are relatively easy to do. Now I've got this one set up wirelessly. You shouldn't be programming with these wirelessly, but in this case I'm doing a whole lot of do nots, but we'll get this plugged in. We'll log into General Motors. We'll buy our subscription, and then we'll get her done. All right, come right over here, old pop pop. We got the old laptop fired up. Now this one, I run Toyota TechStream and GM software. We got everything over here in a handy little folder. That's what I do. And I keep all my stuff in here. Usernames, passwords, all that business. Links, shortcuts. Make sure you use an Internet Explorer for GM. We're going to go to acdelco.tds.com. We're going to log in. We're going to put in our top secret username and password. And then we're going to scroll down. We're going to agree with whatever the statement there is. And we need to buy a VIN number. We have no active ones, so we got to buy some more. Oops, gonna close that out. We're gonna come down here. We got a couple GMs to do today, so we're gonna buy 2 of them at this point. They don't have a yearly subscription on this. We want to go to our checkout. We're gonna agree with everything else they say here. And then I've got to put in all of the top secret information. Once you put in all your credit card info, you just sent me an email giving me my receipt. See it pop up on the other computer. Now you can see we have 2 active or 2 available VIN numbers we can use. So we'll pop on here, scroll to the bottom, we'll hit add VIN. It's going to take us to our software. Some good stuff to read here. We'll click through all of that. We're going to go to SPS programming. We're going to click through all this mumbo jumbo. Start SPS. Now there's a lot of specific instructions on GM as far as which version of Java it uses and stuff like that. It's all published on their website. I also have DrewTech CardAct 3 Plus, which comes with the CardAct Toolbox, which is extremely helpful if you don't know anything about programming. They have a ton of helpful information there. We could have elected to use that too, but I use that for Chrysler, Ford, and Honda. I have it set up as my YTech 2.0. And we kind of wait here. It's going to want some vehicle info, so what is it saying? 16, let me go take a look. 2016 it says. Alright. Even though we're using the GM tool, we're going to select J2534 tool. Replace and program, because we put new modules in it. And we'll go next. And then we got to tell it what it is, even though it's going to look anyways. It's MPV, it's an Enclave. Now it's going to be looking for our device. We want to connect to it. And if we were using CardAct or our Bosch programmer, if they were on this laptop, it would pop up here and want to know which device we're using. So it's going to take a minute here and connect to it. Like I say, a lot of guys will warn you against using your tool wirelessly. Personally, I've never had a problem, but depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll tether it. You know, if I'm doing an ECM where it takes 5 or 6 minutes. But these here usually go pretty fast. All right, there's our VIN number. So we'll hit next, and then we got to find our module. Side object detection module left we want to do. There's our vehicle option. We'll hit next. It's going to look to see what software is on it currently. Make sure you have the key and stuff on at this point also. Alright, so then we're going to hit next, and you'll see here it has some base software on it, and this is the new software it's going to be put on it. Like I said, they usually go pretty quick. We'll do the left side and we'll do the right side, same process. Alright, so there we did. Side object detection left. Before you program something, look in service data too, because usually they have specific instructions as far as what needs to be done. So now we're going to do the right side. Same process. I'll show you that here in a moment. We'll let this finish up. It's best not to be clicking around when you're waiting. And then we have to go in and we'll clear out any codes that were generated, stuff like that. Alright, same thing, right side. You can see the software change here. Sometimes if you click on them, no, it doesn't tell you. Sometimes, I think it's on the previous screen, it'll tell you. Sometimes there's options you actually have to pick out. So we'll hit next and we'll let this do its thing. The headlights turn on and off. You'll hear dingers going off in the car. Sometimes it sets a bunch of codes in other modules for no communication, stuff like that. Alright, so that's that. And then we're going to hit cancel. I'm going to go shut the key off. Well, I was going to show you if there's any specific instructions. So I just come on service data, side object detection. It tells you to pull the bumper, remove the rear bumper and replace the sensors, which clearly you don't have to. Go to control module references, which this is usually where they show you programming and setup if there's anything specific, but it does not have these modules in there, so I assume there's nothing specific, which I know from previous jobs that there's not. So they're not listed over on the left side of the screen in the list. So typically in that case, I'll just, you know, kind of go generic, program them, shut the key off, release a minute, you know, close doors, so everything turn off. You know, it has the front and rear park assist control module, but that's pretty much it. And even that doesn't have any specific instructions other than to program them and then shut the key off. So if you're doing like an ECM, you know, then you've got, you know, crank relearn. If you do a body module, you got to do brake pedal position, you know, make it shake hands with the airbag module, the SDM, and all that stuff. So some of them do have very specific instructions, but in this case we don't. So what we're going to do, we're going to close out of here. Yes, we want to leave. We're going to pop into our scan tool. Let that baby get fired up. And then we're going to clear the codes out of it. We'll take her for a shake. Make sure everybody's talking here and everybody's happy. Connect again here. I think this is the last vehicle we were hooked to a couple days ago. Yep. So it's going to connect. You want to go here. Do not take your eyes off the road or you will die, according to GM. We'll go, I don't know, vehicle diagnostics is it? Let's see here. I always click the wrong ones. Use too many stinking scan tools. I can't ever remember who's who. Alright, waiting for data, it says. I believe I turned the key on, back on, yep. Let's see. Do we have... Oh, we're going to get the full list here. What do we got? Engine, nothing. Diff, nothing. Brake control module, right rear speed sensor. We got to clear that out. Passenger presence, radio. Where's our, that's our HVAC. We knew about that last time. Lift gate, left side object detection. Calibration not programmed, that's in the history. And calibration not programmed in the history. So we'll get them cleared out because that should be all hunky-dory. And I don't remember where we do that. Do you remember, Evan?
No.
We'll just go module diagnostics, and then we will go, we'll just do them individual because we don't have too many. What's up, bro?
See my hat?
I can't see it. Oh, it's your lucky hat, huh? That's hilarious. Where'd you get that?
DG.
You bought a hat? No, I thought you went down to get some soda.
I did.
Let's see, control
And then I bought a
functions.
hat.
Nope. And you bought a hat. America.
Papa, would I be able to go down with Gavin to the DG?
If Gavin goes with you.
Okay.
You guys got a gun and a knife and a Zippo?
No. That really pissed people off.
Yeah.
Alright, come on, Gavin. Call 911 if you have a knife.
Let's see. Where are we at here? Hit OK. Clear DTCs. OK. Complete. No DTCs stored. Then we're going to pop into our side object detection. I don't know, boring, snooze fest. Looks like 13.5 volts. That's where our battery maintainer keeps this one. complete. No codes. Pop back out. Whoa, went way too far. Right side. You can do an all system clear with this, but by the time I click around, I'd have them done. Okay, we should be good to go now. Let's take her for a little rep. Make sure everything's cool. Free tip for you if you want a good storage device for your laptops that you have in the shop, if you got a bunch of them, different ones. I buy these little things, these little cases here at the Horrible Freight, aka the Harbor Freight, and that way you can stick all your stuff in there and you're not looking for it. Then you just label the side of the box. Like we've got the Mongoose cable for the Toyota, we've got the USB wire for the GDI or GDS or MDI. You just keep it all in there, keep your little laptop charger, keep all your stuff. And before you put it away, make sure you throw it on the charger so it's all charged up for next time, which I haven't yet because I got to use it later. And then you put it in, and boom, there you go. You label it, you close the valve, you can throw it in the water. Fire the old Chevrolet Buick. Buick just doesn't have the same ring to it. We're gonna pump up our brakes here a little bit. Just give her a little half pumps, little baby pumps. If you pump it all the way, and there's crud in the master cylinder, then all kinds of bad crap happens. So just little baby pumps. Just like here. All right. Well, we got side object detection beeping at us because it sees the sides of my doors. Maybe that's the backup stuff. I don't know. We don't have any lights on. How's that sound? No ABS lights. Let's go take a little toot around town. Let's see if we see anything coming. Nope, I don't. We don't feel anything coming. Nothing hit us. That's good. See if my kids want to ride. Hey kids, I know your mom. You want to take a ride?
Yeah.
You want to ride? Just like that, I just picked you up like a couple of strangers. You gotta scooch over so your brother can get in. Beats walking, don't it?
Oh yeah. I know. Hate walking.
Take you down to the Avoca Plaza.
I'm gonna get to walk back.
You guys going to the shopping plaza? I'll give you a ride back. I'm not some kind of savage animal. What are you guys getting anyways?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. You're not getting like a hat too, are you?
Oh my like no. That's a good hat. It's not gonna be a rip-off anyway. It's a lucky hat.
Hey, look, the ice cream truck's at the Airmark.
Really?
Or American. It's a stick up, give me all your ice cream. Or they're getting a fresh supply of toilet paper.
They are?
Yeah.
I'll buy it.
I'll wait for you. Hurry up, hustle. We're waiting.
I kept having to take a toilet paper.
You can't buy toilet paper.
I don't want the toilet paper.
Alright. Were you guys respectful?
Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't steal anything?
No.
I gotta check your pockets.
No. What?
Just making sure.
I was about to say yes. Take your crap out of my bag.
What would you get? Anything good?
I forgot a Red Bull.
Oh boy, that's like it's not Red Bull. Wait till your mom sees it and she takes it from you.
That's
I'm
why
gonna drink it.
No, you don't open that in somebody's car.
Okay. I just handed you stuff.
I forgot a hat.
I just got a hat because Gavin handed it to me and I just grabbed it.
But you paid for it, right?
Yeah, of course I paid.
Where'd you get the money?
I had my money. My money? I got the money from Nana.
Oh.
It was in his pocket. Who knows where to get hair gel.
You do not need hair gel.
When I needed hair gel.
Alright, get out of my car.
They're not your car.
dropped off. He's going to either candy get nuked on Red Bull. I think they're going to be sadly disappointed when they go in and see Mama. She shuts that whole operation down. Alright, let's go make sure our brakes work now. Hey, here comes our Chevrolet man. From Hazleton Chevrolet. Not a sponsor, of course. But they do deliver. There he is. We've stalled enough. Cookies should be done. Quite the hairdo, pal.
What?
Hey, girl.
Hey.
How'd the cookies turn out?
Please don't.
Let's see.
Don't do that to me.
It's even worse. They got a second
What are you
one.
doing my back?
Oh,
Oh, I have stuff in my hair.
Yeah.
Take it.
turn this thing down.
It's this.
Guys, eat some.
Let me try one.
Okay, take it.
Who made these ones?
Me?
They look super moist. Oh God.
Yeah, they are. They actually did turn out really good.
Did you see that your boy bought a Red Bull?
Yeah.
Did you take it from him?
No. He's
No,
watching Fortnite drinking Red Bull.
that won't be
Eating hot tamales. With
Evan.
me on that.
Homeschool. That's it, folks. Time to keep calm and carry on, as they say. Buick's all done. Went out, just double check the torque on the wheels, make sure the parking brake works, everything's good. All the lights are off. ABS, side object detection, that problems are all resolved, at least for the next couple of years until the thing goes to get recycled. The cars don't last long around here, as you've seen, and you can tell for a 2016, she's already pretty rough. 70,000 something miles on it, so she's around 100,000. It's time for death. Be recycled into new cars. So why don't I don't have a good transition there. More BS on this video than there was repairs. So why don't you go down and leave some BS in the comments down there below. While you're down there, subscribe, ring that bell, and just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.